just the other morning, I was hanging around in my house. I had that new book with all them pictures of Madonna naked in it. You remember that book? I was checking that shit out. Just then a friend of mine came through the door. Said she never begged me for a scumbag before. Said she didn't never want to see me anymore. And I still don't know why. I think I'm an alright guy. I think I'm an alright guy. I just wanna live till I gotta die. I know I ain't perfect, but God knows I try. I think I'm an alright guy. I think I'm alright. I'm alright. Now I know I'm dirty. I know I've smoked a mountain of dope in my time. Ain't like I went on TV and tore up a picture of the Pope like Sinead O'Connor did that time. Give me that time. I know I get wild. I know I get drunk. Ain't like I've got a bunch of bodies in my trunk. Old man used to call me a no good punk, and I still don't know why. I think I'm an alright guy. I think I'm an alright guy. I just wanna live, I gotta die. I know I ain't perfect, but God knows I try. I think I'm an alright guy. I think I'm alright. I think I'm an alright guy. I think I'm alright. I'm alright. I think I'm alright. I think I'm alright. I think I'm alright. You know, tomorrow afternoon, what's that place called? At the Rail Garden. I'm gonna play again. At 2 in the afternoon. It's free. But I want you to keep sending money to Weevil Radio, okay? They've been like family to me when I moved here to this town, and I'm never gonna forget it. So come out tomorrow at 2 in the afternoon to the rail something. Bring your rails. We're gonna play a few sets of, we're gonna play some Prime songs, some Jerry Jeff, some Sykes. When I made up this song, I was on my way to move to Memphis. I didn't know it at the time. I just had this old Buick LeSabre. I was riding in there. I was singing to myself, I think I'm alright. 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 See, my girlfriend at the time had just let me go. In musician terms, that means I was homeless. It was probably for the best, though. I knew it wasn't gonna work out anyway. She didn't believe in me. She was always nagging at me and chipping at me all the time, like, oh, you wrecked my car, you don't have a job, you took my credit card, you pushed my dad. Just... Some chicks. So one day I'm coming up the steps of her apartment after a long day of getting fucked up in the park and playing guitar with my friends. And she's standing there in her work outfit, tapping her foot. I can tell she's mad at me. She says, You know, tomorrow, we're gonna pawn that fucking guitar. She said, you're gonna get a job. She had never talked crazy like that before. I knew I had to think on my feet. That's when it hit me, Memphis, Tennessee. I said to myself, Todd Snider, you can be out of here inside of 15 minutes. Now I was rolling down the highway. I said, now, I think I'm alright. I think I'm alright. I think I'm alright. I think I'm alright. I was rolling down the highway wishing somebody could have told me things was gonna be alright. Just as I was thinking about that, these two cars in front of me collided into each other, and they both rolled over each other, and they landed in the median. Before I knew it, I had pulled over and I was running towards those cars like some kind of fucking hero. Got about halfway there, and I said to myself, Todd Snider, what the fuck are you gonna do for these people? Except for maybe see something you can't ever unsee. And I could hear the sirens in the distance. I knew that somebody had already called the police. But being a good Samaritan, I ran over to that first car and I knocked on the window. I said, ma'am, are you all right? She said, I think I'm all right. I think I'm all right. She seemed all right. I could hear sirens in the distance. I knew somebody had already called the police. But it made me feel good to be the one that got to say, ma'am, it's gonna be all right. I ran over to that other car. I said, ma'am, are you all right? She said, fuck no, I'm not all right. I looked her up and down. I didn't see a scratch on her. I said, what's the matter with you? She reached under her seat and she pulled out a pillowcase-sized bag of marijuana. And I could hear those sirens in the distance. I knew somebody had already called the police. I'm a good Samaritan. It made me feel good. It made me feel good to be able to say, ma'am, it's gonna be all right. I took that marijuana and I drove as far from the scene of that accident as I could. I always felt like the universe was trying to tell me everything gonna be alright. Gonna be alright. I said gonna be alright. Be alright. I said think it's gonna